Hey guys, it's Mike from DGBA here. We're back again with another week of the DGBA. This week we're up against the Armagh Armaldos and Parkzy. Bit of a personal rival for me. Not in a very serious context, but Parkzy, the guy that whose team I took over originally in Season 3. Bit of friendly banter here and there between the two of us, and did actually manage to pick up the win against him last season in a very exciting match, coming through at the end with my Whimsicott finishing off his last two Mons. So this season, he has got his Mega Aggron, his Nidoking, which I'm fully expecting to be scarfed because it kind of runs through my team, Hydreigon, Blastoise, which could be a bit of a problem, Licky, which can also be a bit of a problem just because it's bulky, and his Amoonguss. I have brought offensive Donphan with Rock Polish to try and maybe not sweep, but get a lot of damage off in the late game. We've got the new Mega Manectric, which we swapped Zorora for, even though last week I didn't record it because I didn't have time, but last week finally figuring out how to use Zorora, getting our first win. We have a special Araquanid set, Infestation, Soak, Toxic and Leech Life. This is our Mega Aggron killer. We hope to trap it with Infestation, Soak it, Toxic it, and then just regen enough life with Leech Life to live anything he can throw at us. We've got the safety goggles so that it might be able to take on Amoonguss as well, and he can't spore us. We've got Choice Scarf, Defiant Primeape in case he brought his Galvantula and his Sticky Webs, but he hasn't done that in the end. But we have Defiant Choice Scarf with Close Combat, Stone Edge, Ice Punch and U-Turn. We have the full attack Phytium Z Kartana with Sacred Sword, Smart Strike, Leaf Blade and Sword Stance, and we have a Assault Vest bulky Latias with Surf, Psyshock, Draco Meteor and Thunderbolt. So to lead us off, we're just going to go out with Manectric. He leads off with Portobello the Amoonguss, and now I need to get my damage calc up. So forgive me for a second. If I get the damage calc up, and if we go for our Mega Manectric, I don't actually have the sets copied, I don't think, so I'll just do that quickly. Copy this in here, and then our Mega Manectric custom set. Oh, I forgot to nickname them again. But our unnicknamed one, so our Mega Manectric against an Amoonguss. Overheat will do a nice chunk of damage. It is probably a 2-hit KO, unless we get 2 min rolls, or he's very, very specially defensive. But I think we're just going to go with a Volt Switch. I'm going to Mega Evolve. Oh, this was meant to be Lightning Rod, but I've gone static, but it's fine. We're going to Mega Evolve. We're going to Volt Switch. He goes into his Licky. So Licky is at -1, and the Licky taking 20% from that. So if we have a look and we can see whether that is a specially defensive. Yes, that is a full HP. It's probably Assault Vest Licky, I think, judging by that damage. If we give it Assault Vest, oh, that's a Assault Vest. So yeah, that's not quite max HP maybe, or no HP maybe. Yeah, that's just max special defense Assault Vest. So hoping that means that there's no defense investment on this, unless it's max defense, max special defense, which is a thing. We could go in to Kartana here. Kartana is fast enough to outspeed anything that's not Scarfed on his team, although I believe Scarf Nidoking will outspeed it. We could go into Primeape, maybe. How much does Primeape do? So Primate will kill with a close combat, and nothing really other than Amoongus wants to go for wants to take a close combat. So we could U-turn that instead, or go for an Ice Punch. Maybe get some early predictions. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go Primate. So the question here is leftovers. Is do we go for the close combat? Do we go for the U-turn? So if we have a look at an Amoongus, close combat will do about 25% theoretically, and U-turn will do about 17%. Ice Punch will do about 40%, but I don't think Ice Punch will do much at all to a Licky. Do about 20%. I think we're going to go for just a close combat. He goes for the Protect, scouting us out, so I am fully expecting a switch now. And I think if I check our Araquanid has a very, very weird custom set. We're going to go into Araquanid here, expecting the switch, which he does into Amoongus. And now here's our play. We're going for Infestation. So this is trapped in now. He goes for the Spore. The safety goggles coming in. Yes, that's exactly what we wanted. We're going for the Soak. Amoongus is trapped here. He goes for the Sludge Bomb. 17% from that. We're not bothered. We are toxicking this Amoongus. The strat has worked. I am extremely happy. This strat was mainly for Mega Aggron, to be honest, but I am completely happy using it to take out this Amoongus. He does get the poison, unfortunately. We are not bothered. He's just going for Sludge Bombs. I'm tempted to make the read into Kartana just to avoid any more damage. I could go into Latias, but I don't want him to get the poison on me. Yeah, we're going to Latias here. Hopefully he doesn't get the poison. Goes for Hidden Power. Resisted, that does nothing. That is very good. I assume that's HP Fire, just in case we switched into the thingy. Here comes Hydreigon. Now, Hydreigon here, even if it's Life Orb, a Draco Meteor only does 70%, and we can kill it with our own Draco. The question is, are we going to land the Draco? I'm going to go for it. We're going for the Draco Meteor. If we can take this out, we are in a good position. Although, unfortunately, oh, he goes to the Dark Pulse. Oh, he gets the flinch. Unfortunately, gets the flinch. So the question is, it's not Life Orb as well, so we know it's not Life Orb. Could be choiced. Let's say let's see how much that did, because Dark Pulse, it's not choice specs. It's definitely not choice specs. If this could be his choice Scarfer. And now if this is his choice Scarfer, how much does this do to our Primeape? Dark Pulse will do about 35. We're going to go into Primate here. It's not a nice amount of damage to take, but it's better than taking another one on Latias and potentially flinching. That flinch was very unfortunate. He goes into the Aggron actually, so this is a good place to be. If we get Mega Aggron, Heavy Slam does a lot of damage here. A lot of damage. And we might need this for his Nidoking, this Primeape. So we're going to U-turn into Araquanid. That does a lot of damage. That was probably a mistake, to be honest. He did get a crit though. So versus Mega Aggron. Yeah, that crit definitely mattered. We'll just hit the leech life. Because I think as soon as we die, the yeah, effect ends if the user leaves the field. Well, we'll just soak. We might not even outspeed. We probably should do. I doubt he'll be running any speed investment. We'll just soak the Mega Aggron just so it doesn't have its stab on that heavy slam, and we can bring something in. So the question now, what do we bring in on a water type Mega Aggron? Now, Manectric is very scary. Thunderbolt would do about 60% to him. There's another crit there actually on the heavy slam. We do have the HP Ice for Nidoking, but that might be a bit obvious and he might go into Licky Licky. HP Ice does a lot though to Nidoking. And I think Choice Scarf does outspeed, because it would get about, yeah, so Choice Scarf Nidoking does outspeed. But is that Hydreigon the mon that is thingy? We could go into Kartana, because if we look at our Kartana set now to a what is it, a Mega Aggron that is a water type. Leaf Blade only does 40%, but I don't see him being able to do much back. We'll go Manectric because it just does a bit more. I kind of expect Licky Licky to come out here. We're going to go for a Volt Switch. Let's see what happens here. He's just got a very, very bulky team, does Parkzy. It's very hard to break through the likes of his Amoonguss, his Mega Aggron. I'm very happy that we managed to get the Amoonguss with the Araquanid. I kind of wish, rather than going for Leech Life, I had switched earlier, just to avoid any access damage. He does go into Nidoking. And now the question here is this Nidoking scarfed? Or is it just standard Life Orb? The fact that he switched it in kind of makes me think that it is scarfed. Ice Beam is a problem. We're going to go into Donphan, which doesn't have Ice Shard actually this week, annoyingly. Would have been very, very helpful. I nearly went for the HP Ice. I kind of wish I had now, because even if he had brought in Licky Licky, it would have done a little bit of damage. I'd have been able to thingy, because he wasn't. There's no way he was bringing in Blastoise just in case. Could have brought in Hydreigon, but I feel like I made a mistake there. He goes back into Licky Licky. So we have on this Donphan Superpower, and Superpower is a 2-hit KO on it's a guaranteed 2-hit KO on this Licky Licky unless it is max defense, in which case it does has a chance to kill him. So we're just going to go for superpower here. He goes into Blastoise. Didn't actually expect that. Blastoise takes a little bit of damage from this. That Blastoise should have taken more than that. Should have taken a lot more than that. Why did that do so little? I'm really confused why that did so little. Because I'm looking at a max HP, max defense Blastoise, and that still should have done 40. Oh, hang on, that's over 2 turns. No, okay, so that was just a minimum roll. The minimum of minimum rolls. And I don't know what he wants to do here, really. I guess he just throws out a Scold and tries to get a burn. I'll just go Manectric. He goes Mega Aggron. Okay. I wish I'd stayed in and gone for an Earthquake. Mega Aggron versus Mega Manectric. He is at -1. Okie dokie. Earthquake does a lot here. He's at 96%. We're just going to go for a Thunderbolt. He goes into the Licky Licky and does not take a lot of damage from this. It's really hard having to change the Licky Licky to be like defensive every time. This is definitely, I can't remember if I already said, it's got to be Assault Vest, right? Assault Vest. Really wish I'd bought Rocks on Donphan now for this team, just because of the amount of switching he's doing. Part of me wants to Hidden Power Ice in case he comes out with Nidoking again. Primeape does a lot to his team still. A lot to his team. Do I go Latias? He might bring Dragon Tail though. And Dragon Tail will probably do a fair bit of damage. We'll go Donphan. He's going for the Wish. So what's he going to wish into? He's probably going to keep this in, I would think. We'll go for an Earthquake. Goes into Blastoise. Fair chunk of damage, but he gets his HP all the way back up. Go back into Manectric. It's just an extremely hard team to break down. Parkzy's team. He's just got so much stuff it can do. We're going to go for the HP Ice here, just in case he goes into that Nidoking, but I probably expect Licky Licky. Let's see what he does. He does go into that Nidoking. We get a nice chunk of damage off. I think this might be where we have to see if he is scarfed or not. We're going for the HP Ice. I'm hoping that he's not scarfed, but that I fear the scarf so that I switch out and take a big hit. He did switch. We went for this again. 14%. I believe that is a Life Orb Nidoking. And And I don't know what this thing's going to do. I would assume it's going to go for a wish. Dragon Tail. Okay, so we go back into our Latias. What can our Latias do to this? Probably not a massive amount. Definitely not a massive amount. We'll just go for a Psyshock. Just get a little bit of chip damage off. So what does this thing? Yeah, Wish, Protect, Dragon Tail. Probably. Oh wait, I've just thought it can't be Assault Vest because it's got Wish, Protect. I'm being really stupid. So what is this thing? And it's definitely not defensive. So it's just max HP, max special defense. Well, I got unlucky with some stuff. Not Assault Vest. Yeah, that's about right. So is he just going to wish his Licky Licky, or is he going to wish into Nidoking is the question. Or maybe into his Aggron. Just going to go for Psyshock again. He goes for the Protect. I feel like maybe his fourth move's Toxic. And I think I want to go Manectric. I think the problem here is that we're just getting chipped away little by little by little by his Mons, and even though we have a lot of offense, we don't have enough offense to break through some of his walls. So he does go for the Dragon Tail, brings us back out into Latias annoyingly. Let's go for the Psyshock, goes for the Wish. We are going to go into Donphan. Goes into the Mega Aggron this time. We're going to Earthquake. I don't know what a Mega Aggron is going to do to me. Probably just try and wear me down with Heavy Slams or Earthquakes. But theoretically, we win this 1v1. He might go. I don't think he'll go into Hydreigon because he knows that we've got superpower. Might go back into Blastoise, but again, it'd be a nice chunk of damage on him. It'd be about 35% probably. Got a very good team, Parkzy, this year. I think he's not doing the greatest, which surprised me because he has got a very good team. But then again, people said I had a very good team and I really struggled to begin with. Let's have a look. Yeah, Parkzy is currently 1-3, which is the same as us, but he does have a better kill death. Split, well, I can't think what they're called, differential. It is a struggle. It's a struggle. I don't see where my wall breaker is. I kind of regret getting rid of Zorora because Zorora would have been very good in this match because the only thing it would have really struggled with is that Nidoking. And we actually have some things that can sort of negate Nidoking. But we've gone for the Earthquake. We're waiting for him. He goes into the Nidoking. Is the Nidoking down? It is down. That is great. We've got rid of the Nidoking. So now I feel like our main problem is actually that Licky Licky. I think he's probably just going to go for a Scold here. And normally I would switch into Manectric, but I don't want Manectric to take the I completely messed up how to spell Latias here. I don't want Manectric to take a Scold because it's going to be very, very low if it does. this Blastoise, I'm assuming, yeah, it does have Toxic. Toxic is the only thing that you can really do to Latias. Even if it has Ice Beam, that only does about 15% max. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. Goes for a Scald. Don't get the burn, please. Doesn't get the burn. We get a little bit of chip damage off, but that Scald did a lot of damage to us. But that is a standard defensive Blastoise Scald. And we are going to go Manectric now. That does do a lot. He now doesn't have an immunity to Thunderbolt. He has some stuff that resists it, like Hydreigon, and he has the Licky Licky, which, hang on, if I go Mega Manectric. Mega Manectric can kill this Blastoise with a Thunderbolt. If he goes into Licky Licky, and it is maxed there and there, it'll do about 30, which it's at 80% at the minute, and then you just go for Wish Protect. But I think even with a crit, it wouldn't be enough. Yeah, crit, we'd have to get like 2 max rolls on a Licky Licky to get it. If he goes into the Hydreigon, then a Thunderbolt will do 30, but HP Ice would be the play. I think we just go for a Thunderbolt. He does go into that Hydreigon. We should have gone for... I didn't realise also the poison would take us out this turn. I thought we had another turn. That was my mistake. I nearly went for the HP Ice. HP Ice would have done about 50%. Now we potentially have a problem, because this thing will outspeed, if it's timid, which it should be, will outspeed Primeape. Does kill it with a Draco. I feel like if we go Kartana, he kills us with a Dark Pulse if we're Kartana, just due to the fact Kartana is so squishy. I think we have to go Latias and hope he doesn't get the flinch, but I feel like he'll switch into Mega Aggron if we go for Draco. But we can't do anything other than Draco him. So the question here is, does he go for it, or do we predict him? Because he's done a lot of switches here. Do we predict the switch into the Mega Aggron? Let's go for the Draco. And we hope he doesn't get another crit or a flinch. Or do if we go, what's this, Hydreigon, Choice Scarf on you. Yeah, the problem is that he just outspeeds Primeape, because Hydreigon has 98 speed and Primeape has 95. However, if he is Scarf and he does go for a Draco, we should live. But I don't know if he'd go for Draco, because he'll know that we're very bulky because of how little the Dark Pulse did before. 31. He goes for a U-turn actually. So U-turn into, yeah, Mega Aggron. Did not expect the U-turn actually. I should have. It's probably pretty standard Hydreigon. And now the question here is, what do we do? Because how much does Heavy Slam do to Donphan? Does about 20, so it doesn't. Oh, it will. the thing is, it might kill is the problem. Is that Heavy Slam might kill Donphan. And it's definitely... Oh no, it's not definitely Toskov. Heavy Slam has the possibility to kill Donphan. If it doesn't kill, we will get the Lychee Berry. But even then, an Earthquake only does 60%. But I think if we let... We don't really have a switch in to Hydreigon at this point, is the problem. And how much do you do to Kartana? We're going to go Kartana here. We do have all-out pummeling, which will do a fair bit to most things. Sacred Sword does not do much to Mega Aggron at all, which is the problem because it's not stab. But it's whether he switches into that Blastoise. Because if it goes for Blastoise, we go for Leaf Blade. But then again, we'll outspeed the Blastoise anyway. So if we go back into Mega Aggron, we are the Z pummeling, but that only does 60%. So we need to get a Sacred Sword off first. That does even less than I thought, and he does bring the Flamethrower Mega Aggron, which was a thing that could have been brought. Yeah, we are in a lot of trouble here. We're going to go Donphan, and we are going to Superpower, because it's all we can do. And hopefully he'll expect the Earthquake this time and go into Hydreigon. Although he'll probably go Blastoise. I feel like I should have been a bit more aggressive at times. I think the times where I were aggressive were bad, like just then when I did it against Kartana. I honestly thought that would do a lot more as well. And he does get... Oh no, because we had minus defense, so that's expected. We're going to go Primeape, of course. And I think we might be in sort of the death knells of the match now. We're going to go for a close combat, pick up the kill here. I am now fully expecting his Scarf Hydreigon to come out. If it does come out, it's definitely Scarf. Don't know why this is taking so long, actually. He might go Blastoise, knowing that I can't get him in one, but if he goes Blastoise, I'm definitely going Latias. And he can't really do much. I wish I had... I mean, we needed the Assault Vest. I wish I had some way of recovery. Part of me wanted to go like Leftovers Latias with Healing Wish. We are 100% going into Latias. He goes for the Scald. Does nothing. So what do we do with Latias? If we haven't given away the Thunderbolt yet. Thunderbolt is a 2 KO maybe. He's at 80%. Guess we'll just go Thunderbolt. Or do we go Draco expecting the Hydreigon? Draco doesn't do much more than this, and then once we're at half, it definitely doesn't 2-hit KO. And once we're at -2, that does 22. So yeah, the only way we 2-hit KO Blastoise is if we go for Thunderbolt. But if he goes into Hydreigon, we're in trouble. He's made a lot of very aggressive plays. Do I think he's going for an aggressive play here? Wait, how much did close combat do? Because he has no... That's not right. He has no... He can't kill my Latias here. But the problem is, how much does Primeape do? Only does 40%. But 2 Dracos will get him down to there. And then a close combat will kill the Licky Licky. And if it's not Scarf, it'll kill a Hydreigon. So I think we have to go Draco Meteor. He switches into Hydreigon! Please land. We land it. It's Habanberry. It's Habanberry and it lives it. Oh my god, I did not expect Habanberry at all. Fair play, Parkzy. We have to let this go down here. And now, thinking about it, Primeape close combat doesn't 2-hit a Blastoise. It might 2-hit a Blastoise, but he'll probably kill us with Scold once our defences go down. He'll 2-hit us with Scold. But we know he's not Scarf now, so we outspeed his Hydreigon and we outspeed his Licky Licky. But we have to kill with Scarf. We have to kill his Hydreigon first, which means we're already going to be at -1, which means we'll be at -2 by the time we kill his Blastoise, which means that Scold is like 50%, probably more than 50% likely to kill us at that point. He goes for Bouch though, doesn't kill us. We finish off the Hydreigon. That was a massive mistake by Parkzy, although he can go for a Wish here and maybe Wish into Blastoise. Do I switch here? Because I assume he'll go for Dragon Tail, but we don't know what that 4th move is. Is it like... Well, he wouldn't bring Power Whip. Is it Knockoff? Is it Earthquake? Is it Return? Return does a lot. Then again, it's not offensive, we don't think. I think it's max that and like maybe that. Gonna risk it. We're going into Primeape. Goes for the Dragon Tail, gets us back into Latias. Which if we're back at normal against this Licky Licky, I think our best play is Draco again. Yeah, he kills us. We go into Primeape and we just hit close combat and hope we can do something. Actually, I think I messed up there. I think I messed up massively. Why did I do that? Because now he kills us with Scold. Why did I do that? I'm so stupid. Now he is massively more likely to kill us. Yeah, we have definitely lost this now. GG to Parkzy. We had a chance if we didn't switch. Oh, there we go, because we'd have been +2. No, we lost anyway. We lost anyway, but very good game to Parkzy. Very close, just one more hit, and we could have won it. But a very good game to Parkzy. Unfortunately, we just come up short against him and the Armagh Armaldos. We are now 1-1 against each other. A 45-turn game, full of predictions. But that's all for this one. We go to 1-4. Parkzy goes to 2-3. And I believe that is very much playoffs out of our hands now. Because we have got 2 games left after this. We play the Perth Politoads, who are currently 0-4, maybe more than that. And I think we have to play the War Turtles, who are currently on the same as us. They are 1-3 as well. If we win both of those games, we stand a chance, but I don't think it's looking good. The War Turtles... oh no, we played the War Turtles. The War Turtles are who we beat. So who do we play? Oh, we have to play Hughes. Of course we do. We have to play Hughes of the Mould Breakers FK. Very good team. Currently 3-1 with a very, very good team. Tornadus, Therion, Sylveon, Mamoswine, Latios, Darmanitan, Mega Sharpedo. But that is all for this episode, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.